And everyone, I've often said this, but it doesn't always work out. I'm hoping to make a really quick card. I love snowdrops, and I've got heaps of different dyes of snowdrops. I've never used these before. These are from Gummiapan. I've got some smaller ones than this, Gummiapan, and several sets of much larger ones from different manufacturers. But I'm going to try with these. I have cut out 2 of the larger one, 2 of the smaller one, and I'm going to do a little bit of piecing. And I thought this kind of card would be suitable for either a thinking of you or a get well card, something like that, or even a sympathy card. But I haven't got a lot of space. I have a vision of having a little clump of flowers in this corner and the sentiment going kind of there, and really not much else. So I've got my tiny little grass stamp out and some bundled sage distress oxide to stamp that with, and 2 shades of green Ohuhu pens. I have got G220, which is lime green, it says, nothing like limes, and 240, G240, which is beige green. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the flowers and the leaves off one set of these, stick them onto the other. So I think I'll start with a little colouring. Let's get a piece of card. I'll do the colouring first because the pieces will be easier to grab hold of. So I want to do this tiny little hearty thing in there, just a bit green, of both of these. And I'm going to do the side of this stem, the side of that leaf, a little bit of that. Same with this, underneath side of that, inside of this. I'll be covering the other one. I don't know what I'm doing actually, which way I'm going to put them. We'll see, I'll see. I get muddled when I'm sort of thinking what I'm doing. Which one am I putting on the top? Okay. I'll put that on top of this. So I'll put some all over pale on this just as a base. Okay. This is a much paler green than that one. So that's for that. This is for this. I'm not going to bother with the flower because a lot of the flower will be white anyway. I will do a little shading, and I may put that on the outside, I think. So is this my really pale? Yes, this is my really pale. Well, I'm just going to put a little on the outside of this because this is going to be the underneath one. Don't know if any of it will show. Right. Now let's colour these ones. These are going to go on top of those. Yes. Right, let's do a little bit here. Someone said they don't like me whizzing through shading because they like to see what I do. I don't do anything much really. I just put a little additional colour in places where I think it's going to be slightly darker, slightly deeper. Okay, this one's going to go over the top. Actually, I'm not going to do I'm just going to stick the leaves on. I'm not going to stick the stems on. That's going to be the base layer. So I may be able to do a bit of something with that. All right, let me cut off these 2 leaves. Not much to cut, a little bit at the end there and a little bit there. Let me stick that on straight away before I lose it. Right, that's this chap. Okay. There we go. And the one on the other side, let's cut that off. Just a little snip, just push through. And we'll stick this one on. Okay. They're so delicate, I love them. Absolutely love them. Now the flowers. Oh, we're on this chap, aren't we? Where am I? Here it is. No, that's that. We're going to put these on. Oh God, I did get in a pickle. Oh my goodness me. Right, this is going to go onto here. I'll do a bit of shaping in a minute, just a tad. I think I need to do a little bit of sort of mixing just here, just to, oops, wrong end, just to get a little bit of that, and that's it. Okay, now we'll put this one on. Probably do the same thing with this, add a little bit of colour afterwards. There we go. Just blend just here. Don't want that one, I want this one. The lighter one, that's it. Just that little bit there. I'm going to add a bit more grey. Okay. Now the little one. I'm going to cut the leaf and the petals off this and stick it onto there. Just one little nick and it's off. Okay. So, so pretty. Here we go. And now the flower. Absolutely adore Snowdrops. Just blend a little in. There we go. Right, now I just want a tiny bit of shape. So with my foam mat, just going to push on the back with an embossing tool just to get some shape into these flowers. And I think I'll be putting just a tiny little piece of foam tape behind that, just to keep it with that dimension. There we go. Right, a little bit of foam tape, just a squidge. Bit on there. Is it going to show? No. Good-o. Tiny bit on here. Great. And a tiny bit on the other one. There we are. Now, where are we going to put them on my panel? Here's my card panel. Let's just sort these out a minute. Okay. they're going to go sort of here, like this. Might put that one behind there like that. And we'll have a few little tufts of grass. Perhaps I should do my sentiment first. Now, if I'd done this onto vellum, I could have seen where it looked. I think I'll do Thinking of You, and I think I've got them both here. One says Get Well Soon, one says Thinking of You, and they're both from Clearly Besotted. But I think I'll do a little bit of gold embossing for this. So I've got some fine gold embossing powder. I have some Versamark. I have my anti-static tool, which I will just rub over here, and I'll get this kind of fairly close into the corner. Right. This may make a bit of a dirty mark because I did just try it out with black ink there, so it doesn't matter because the gold embossing powder will cover it up. Try and get it nice and straight. That looks straight to me. Okay, see the dirty marks? So I was saying I just stamped it in black, that's why it looks like that. Okay, we'll heat set this. Now, I'm just going to use my little tiny stamp. This is an Impression Obsession little tufty stamp. Let's see where these are going. Perhaps I should stick these on first. I think I will. I'll just put a bit of glue on here. Right. Should have taken that bit off first, I think. Right. That's okay there. Right, do the other bit. Take these two off so that I can get them off without getting my fingers sticky. Right. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, they are just such wonderful stamps. Absolutely wonderful. Okay. Grass. Let's have a look. This is bundled sage, and I think it goes really nicely with these two greens I've chosen from the markers. I think actually that is all I'm going to do. So this can go onto here, and I may well put that onto some foam tape. I'm not absolutely sure, but I think it looks just so clean, so fresh. Aren't they beautiful? Absolutely love them. So it was quick, wasn't it? Thinking of You. Quick as a flash. Tiny bit of colouring, tiny bit of gluing, and we're done. So, love it. As ever, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for giving me thumbs up. Thanks for buying me coffee and following any links to my affiliations. I am so grateful to you all. Thank you so very, very much.